All right, here is a quick primer on how to create a Google form that you can use as a quiz for the kids. So I'm in my Google Drive here, and if I want to make a form, I press Create Form. This is the icon for form. Now I've already got a bunch done, so we're going to go to one that I have. Here's one that is parts of the instrument. So I click on it, and you can see that it's multiple choice. And I have a number of questions, right? You can see you can add images to your questions, which is relatively new and super useful. Okay. The way I make a question, let me get to the end here. There's 15 questions on this one. Okay. So I just click on there. I can add item. I can add one of these questions. Paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, grid, all sorts of stuff. So it's pretty straightforward to include questions on the form. So once you get finished with this, it has its own website. It has its own web address, so you can send it to kids, or you can post it somewhere where they click on it and look at the live form. So this is what they would do when they took their test on a laptop or in the computer lab, or actually on their phones, which is fun. So this is what the kids see. So they go through and fill this out, and at the end they press submit. Okay, so everything's filled out, like they pick their things here, filled out, press submit. As soon as they press submit, it's automatically sent to a spreadsheet. View responses. So your responses show up in a spreadsheet that you can sort. So here's somebody's name, and they have every question and every answer. Okay, so that's that part in itself is fun, because there's no paper, you have immediate, everything is all organized and it comes to your computer and it lives in the cloud. You can access this anywhere. But here's the fun part. There is a add-on to Google Chrome called Flubaroo, okay, and it's at flubaroo.com. So if I want to add this to my Chrome, to your browser, you go to the add-ons page. Okay, and click here, and it installs it into your browser. So now Flubaroo is a add-on in my browser. So I'm going to go back to the responses. This is the spreadsheet that Google automatically makes as kids fill out the form. So here it is. You can see I have 5 responses. I go to add-ons now that Flubaroo is an add-on, and I'm going to grade the assignment. I'm going to say regrade, but this will replace existing grades. So I practiced this earlier. Okay, so now Flubaroo goes through the quiz and looks at all of the answers and tries to figure out what the deal is. So these are my answers: name, period, number 1, number 2, number 3, name the part of the instrument, and then I had the program collect the kids' usernames, which I'll show you why in a second. So and you can assign points for each question. Okay, so it has all this figured out right. This is not a real question, that's not a real question. So I'm going to say continue. Now it says, which one of these answers, which one of these responses is the key. It's me, because I did the first one. So you identify which one is the answer key, and there it is. It's done. Now you see that it put it on it. Here is the spreadsheet with the answers, with the responses, and it just put it, it made an additional sheet, another tab with a new sheet with the grades. And it's got everything. It's got a little summary here of the right answers and wrong answers. It's got every kid's name, and it has their score, right, by answer. So everything, and here's their points. So everything is done automatically. So here's a couple other cool things. Once you have this, you can go back to Addon, Flubaroo, and you can email the kids based on their email address, which it collects. You could set it to collect automatically if they log in with their school Gmail, which they should. So it'll email the kids the grades. So you can put a little message. Good job, everyone. Okay, include the answer key. All right, well, they've already been emailed their grades because I did this before, but let me show you what it looks like when they get them. Here they are. So each kid says what they got, and then each question, it'll say what they put and what right answer is. So it's super cool. This is all automatic. And one last thing, when you're making your form, this up here is accepting responses. So you could set it to accept or not accept responses. So say you want to do it with a class period or overnight. As soon as you're done, click it, and they won't take any more responses. So you can make sure a kid isn't doing it 20 times. Although that is indicated later to let you know how many times a kid tried it. So that's it. That's a super cool add-on for Google Forms.